What do this, 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 and this have in common? Hold up. It looks like a wild Canadian record just appeared. For what though? For that fertility. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply. So, why is this happening? So, StatsCan recorded its lowest fertility rate ever recorded. They found that moms are expecting to have 1.33 kids in their lifetime, and they're now having kids at around 31 years old. But why? Things like the economy, inflation, tightening people's budgets, sky high housing costs, especially in BC. Fam, what is this fertility rate? Oh, don't even trip. So, the fertility rate is how many kids a woman's expected to have in her lifetime if she experienced fertility rates observed over the course of a given calendar year. Oh, okay, bet. All right, there's this other term, birth rate. What's that all about? Quite simply, the birth rate is how many kids are born out of 1,000 people over a given year. Cool, cool. So, what's Canada doing about the low fertility rate? Breaking yet another record, that's what we're doing. Not only did Canada break its record for fertility rate, it also broke its record for population growth. Canada saw its highest population growth ever, and this was mainly done through immigration and temporary foreign workers. There was about 600,000 or so people that had entered the country. Boys, what's up with that? But to cross one, what's up with that? We're about to see what's happening in America or the USA. Much like Canada, the US saw similar numbers when it came to fertility. So the US has a fertility rate similar to ours, which is about 1.7 kids that are expected to be had by each mother. They also have a historic high number in the age that mothers have their first kid, which is about 27.3 years old now. Bro, there's so many states in the US. Facts. North and South Dakota, though. What's up with them? Their birth rates, though. North Dakota coming in at 66.7 births per 1,000 people. Second out of any American state. Yeah, North Dakota's flexing on all the other states. They're flexing so hard that they had the highest increase above all other states for birth rate between 2005 and 2021. But how? Wait, don't they have oil there? Oh yeah. Yo, Canada's got oil too. What's up with that? Peep this. North Dakota not only has oil, but a low cost of living. Oh dang, here come the young people that are able to have kids. Alright, enough about America. We're taking a flight to South Korea. How do we go from Canada to the US to now South Korea? Something's going on in South Korea. They have the least fertile country on the planet, where moms are expected to have zero point 0.8 kids in their lifetime. Fam, why? Oof. They got a loaded roster that includes high childcare costs, expensive homes, an unstable economy, and less people marrying. Okay, back to North America. Nah, Singapore's got something interesting going on over there. In 2018, Singapore was the second least fertile country, just behind South Korea, where they expected their mothers to have 1.2 kids in their lifetime. Could be because of how expensive it is, as they're the eighth most expensive country in 2018. But check this out. The Hung family just disregards all that and decides that they're gonna raise 7 kids. That's not normal. Props to the Hung family. Now we can go back to North America. Matter of fact, we're going back in time too. Back to the year 1800. Bro, nobody that I know was alive back then. Why are you doing this? The fertility game was totally different back in the day. Let's start with America. Back in the 1800, the typical American mom had 7 kids in her life, and they had their first kid at around 23 years old. They had kids roughly every 2 years until hitting their early 40s. OG Benjamin Franklin's gonna have to verify this. Man said this happened because of easy access to good farmland, no tithes in the states and barely any taxes, political institutions that favored alienation and division of property, and cheap, good land that gives the most healthy work and makes society's most valuable produce. Alright, back to Canada. Canada in the year 1800 was pretty much the same. Up until the early 20th century, people lived in rural areas. This made it easy for couples to have big families. On top of that, the kids were working for their families too. They were doing inside chores and outside on the farm doing work too. On top of that, religion was heavily influential and there was no contraceptives being used. Canada didn't start tracking their fertility rate until around the 1850s or 60s. So, at around that time period, there was about 5.72 kids expected to be had by each Canadian mom. Fast forward the clock, World War II is now done. The economy between 1946 and 1965 is booming. People got married and had a bunch of kids, which led to what's called the baby boom period. This period saw its peak fertility rate hit 3.94 kids that were born in 1959. Hold up, it's now the 1960s. The game changer has just appeared. And what's this game changer, my guy? The pill has just hit the market. So yeah, in 1960, the first birth control pill was available on the market. Along with that, religion lost its influence and women became more educated and started working more. On top of that, family law and divorce law changed. As a result, the fertility rate has dropped and hasn't really climbed back up in a major way since. Now that's what I call too much information. Sum it up for me. Alright, bet. So, these 5 pieces right here are running the fertility game. Number 1, how old a mom is when she has her first kid. Number 2, the use of contraceptives. Number 3, how long a mom waits between having kids. Number 4, education for women and girls. And number 5, government policies. Alright, internets, Canadians, Americans, South Koreans, Singaporeans, people from all over the planet. What do you think is causing Canada's fertility rate to hit its record lows? Leave a comment, share the content, subscribe, and God bless.